Hello. Minerva's back. She'll be at the Grocer from the 3rd to the 5th of June. She's got a few interesting plans on hand this time, but in this occasion, the plans are more situational than they were last sale. As always, she'll be there at around 1 PM US Eastern Time, so be patient. Even if it's already the 3rd for you, it might not be in the US yet. It's best to check after the daily challenges roll over. I'll review the plans on sale from best to worst. This is the second of the backpack mods that you can buy for gold, and this mod reduces the weight of food and drinks by 90%. It works just like the agility perk at level 3, so for people who carry a lot of food, it's a good way to save on some perk points. And there's no shortage of useful perks under agility. Having said that, unless you're using the herbivore or carnivore mutations, food isn't as useful as chems. So generally speaking, the chemist's backpack tends to be the more useful of the two. If you do use a lot of food buffs, then make sure to also look into getting the Good with Salt perk to preserve the food until you're going to use it. If you use a lot of explosives, then this might be worth a look for you. It's a throwable you can craft, but the components are very cheap compared to grenades. It does a bit more damage too, and it's equivalent to the baseball grenade. Dynamite also seems to bounce a bit less than frag or baseball grenades. It still bounces, but not as much, so it's easier to get on target. Keep in mind that it's a gold item, so just like all gold items, you can't drop it or trade it. If you like throwables, then this could be an interesting item. The floater Gnasher grenade is just like the one you can get from the enemies. It's poison based and has a bit of damage over time. This one's not worth it because you can just loot the grenades if you want them. The Stranglers is a power armor set with an overgrown look. It looks like a modification of the T-51, and I'm pretty sure that the Overgrown in Atlantic City were based on this set. Just like all Vault 94 armor, you need to get both legendary modules and Vault steel. You can buy the steel from the vendor at the Rusty Pick, and 1 module and 27 steel per piece is enough if you use the level 3 Power Smith perk when you craft it. The set bonus is poison based. Every weapon gets a small bonus to damage over a few seconds, but the damage bonus is just too small and does not stack with multiple hits from the same weapon. A bit of a side effect is that the set bonus affects throwables like knives and grenades too, but the problem again is that the damage is just too small. Personally, I feel that giving the set poison resistance, like the Union Power Armor has, would make it much more useful. I have to recommend that you skip this. You can build this at your camp to generate power. It gives you 5 power, which is the same as a medium generator. The pros are that it's a bit cheaper in components than the generator. And it also doesn't make any noise, so that's a plus if you want a quiet camp. The panels still provide power even at night, and even in your shelter, so don't worry about that. The game is not that realistic. At the same time, once you have the fusion generator, you should be using that instead of any of the smaller generators. The solar panels are not worth it for the price. This gives you the pistol equivalent of the Gauss rifle. It pretty much works the same as the rifle and does similar damage, so if you prefer pistols, then this gives you the option to use them without having to run rifleman perks. But generally speaking, rifles are the better option, especially because the rifleman perks are under perception. So save your gold and use the rifle instead. There's a couple of mods available for the Secret Service Underarmor, but the shielded mod is the best option, so you shouldn't bother with any of the other mods. The only trouble is getting a bit of flux to craft the shielded mod, but that's not too troublesome, so skip the weaker mods and go straight for the shielded one instead. Basically, there aren't too many must-have items in this sale, but the sale on the 10th will have the Secret Service jetpack, so it's best to save your gold for the next sale. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified when new videos come out. See you soon.